be doing the what's in my bag tag today. And I'm just gonna start off by saying I have not really emptied my bag, but I typically don't keep a whole lot of trash and stuff like that in there. So we'll get started. This is the bag I'm currently carrying. It is quite large. It's a Michael Kors, obviously. It's got the MK detail all over it. And this is, I think it was the Jet Set collection, and this is like the extra large. It was part of like the luggage when they sold it, but they only sold it for a really short amount of time, and then they discontinued this largest one. I'll link a similar bag. The new bag is called the Haley, and it's the Haley large tote, and the biggest difference is that it doesn't have the leather trim on the top or the buckle detail. It's kind of more modern, just leather stitched right there. So that's the biggest difference I can see. And it doesn't have the, this one has like a boxy base, and the other one is more tote-like. It's kind of all one piece, but this is just coated canvas, super comparable to the Louis Vuitton Neverfull GM in size and shape and all that jazz. I've had this bag for, gosh, how long have I had it? Probably 5 years. And you can see the leather's starting to get a little worn, but other than that, it's in really good condition. So I've been very happy with this purchase. I will show you the inside. So this is everything that I have in there. It's quite a lot, so I'll try and be quick. So right off the bat, on the bag itself, goodness, what was that? On the bag itself, on the outside, I've got clipped this little poof, and I got this for, I think $3.99 or $2.99 at TJ Maxx. So they've had a couple things like this, but I've seen them at boutiques all over, and even online on like Amazon and eBay, I know you can find pretty inexpensive poofs. This one's kind of a corally color peach, and I just thought it was great to kind of start spring. So there's that. We'll start with big stuff. Get this out of the way. This is a Corkcicle. I can't remember the exact name, but I'll link it below. It is an excellent stainless steel water bottle. It's kind of similar to the Swell bottles. This one's about half the price. I think I paid $30 for this one versus, you know, $60 for the big Swell. And this one, it's got this kind of screw off. It's all BPA free, stainless steel, just a great product. And this one can actually hold a full bottle of wine. So that's handy if you ever need it, but I mostly use it for water. Next, I've got this. This is my iPad. So this case is by Pajama, and if I can find it, I'll link it down below. I've had this for a long time, and I've just got my little iPad mini. This is the iPad mini 3, I think, and it's just the standard Wi-Fi low gig, whatever that is. My husband won this for me at a conference, and I just love it. I had a full size, the iPad 2, for a long time, and I still have it. I use it occasionally, but for the most part, I use this one because it's small and I can fit it in here. I don't know if you can hear Max, but he's crying at the door. Okay. Let's do this. So this is my makeup bag. This is a beauty counter bag. It says, "Wouldn't you like to know?" He's still crying. And on the back, it's got the stripes and beauty counter kind of logo written and a red zip. It's super easy. It's kind of like no muss with this canvas, and it's kind of like vinyl that's just on the canvas, and I have not had, I beat this thing up, and I have not had any problems with that, so love it. What's in here? So I've got setting spray, the rose water, This is just my favorite ever. It smells so good. But I use it as setting spray. I think it takes the place of Fix Plus for me in a lot of ways, but it's also super hydrating and it smells great. This is the Tarte Gifted, and this is my favorite mascara of the moment. The brush is just amazing. I don't know if you can see that, but it's amazing. Really good product. What else? Let's do lips before my bag falls off my lap. So I've got the baby lips. This is just a crystal. I think it might be cherry or something like that. But these are pretty okay. It's a cheat item for sure. So, you know. This is the Beautycounter lip balm, and it's got SPF 15 in it, and it's not the smoothest, softest lip balm I've ever tried in my life, but for an SPF lip balm that is non-toxic and safe, highly recommended. I'll do this one since we're on Beautycounter. This is the Lip Shine, and I just love the packaging, and then it's got this great applicator. Again, I don't know if you can see this, but it's kind of a brush tip, not a doe foot, and I just feel like it goes on great. It's kind of shimmery, but I wouldn't say it's like shimmery. It's not like glitter. It is definitely a shine, so keep that in mind. It's not super tacky though. Like, I wouldn't be worried about my hair getting caught in it, so that's great. And then this is the Tarteist lip paint and the Boho Tarteist lip pencil. Now both of these are close to cheat items. I wouldn't say they're cheat items. They're pretty low. I like Tarte for the most part, except for foundation, but these are pretty low, and this is what I use if I want a more matte look. This is just by far my favorite, and it is a liquid lipstick, so it does dry, but it's not super drying on your lips. So last thing, this is my Beautycounter lip conditioner in peppermint, and this is by far my favorite. I don't love that I have to stick my finger in it, and that's it. So that one's empty. This is a little bag that I got at a local boutique. It's got this cute little tassel and an L for Lacey. And inside I've got my planner. And this was a limited edition Saffiano leather Filofax in this gold. And it's metallic and I love it. And then I've got my pen gem over here, the pink ombre. It's my favorite. At some point I will do a planner walkthrough. I'll just show you the front. It's lovely. At some point I'll do a planner walkthrough and you guys can see what all I track in here. I do have a lot of health stuff in here, and then just my day-to-day list making, and I try to sit down on Sundays and plan out my whole week so that I know what's gonna happen and I'm prepared. So there's that. I've got my pencils down here. Oh, a coupon for dog treats. This is just a Papermate Flare medium in a hot pink that I love. And then these are my favorite, the Papermate Clear Point pencils, mechanical pencils. They've got the twist up eraser. These are just my favorite, and I love them in the 0.5. I know, a little obsessive, but the thin tissue. I've got my little John Hart case. This is where I keep like my prescriptions and things like this. I'll look in here and see what we can see. I love that this has the leather pull tab, but it's just like a canvas, coated canvas kind of nylon bag with the leather plate and then leather John Hart designs on the back. Honest hand sanitizer, medications, got some Advil, and then omeprazole, which is for heartburn. Thieves hand sanitizer, and then I've got some of the children's Benadryl. It's my favorite if I need Benadryl. I like the children's. It's cherry flavored, and I don't feel like I get as tired. So that is that. I will do all of this later. My wallet, it says Moolah on it, and it is also Jon Hart Designs, same kind of coated canvas. I love this because it looks like a money bag. So yes, this is my wallet, and it's pretty open. You can see it's just everything kind of goes in there. And so I've got receipts in there. This has my business cards and some club rewards cards, things like that. Everything that I don't have in here. Let's make sure none of my stuff is showing. But this is what I have all of my debit cards in. And then it's got a little slot back here for extras, my Sam's card and stuff like that, so that I can just grab this and run in. This is by Coach, and I got it this past year, but I don't know that they're still making it. So that is that. Gum. I just got this yesterday. I got it at Target. It's the birthday cake from Project 7, and I love Project 7. I just love what they do. I love their coffee. If you don't know, you can look them up. I will link it, but they are huge world changers, so love that. I've got, now this I have no idea how to pronounce. Spray? I'm not sure, but it is my favorite gum, and this is the spearmint, and it does have xylitol in it, so if you have dogs, they love this stuff, and you absolutely 100% have to make sure they don't get it, because xylitol can kill them. So keep that in mind. And it does it because it really drops their blood sugar, and they just, yeah. So if your dog gets xylitol, if it was a little bit and they're not acting weird, just give them some Gatorade. But if they got a lot, or it's a small dog, you definitely need to take them to the vet immediately. This is a little Coach coin purse, and I use it as a key fob. So I've got my keys in here, and I don't need this to get in my car, and then I have a house key on there just in case, and this just kind of floats around down in my bag, but I can grab this and throw some cash in the back if I'm running in somewhere, or just throw one card in there. So this is super handy. And then got some change. This is another flavor of that spray. Not sure how to say it. This is the cinnamon, and it's amazing. Apple headphones in the original case, because I wrap them up. A little OCD like that. And then my sunglasses, which are like Spec. These are I think they're the Weekender. I'll link them down below if I can find them, but basically you're going to be able to see my setup, and it's a little messy, but they're just kind of pretty fun with the completely reflective lenses, but they're great. And they came with this little case, so keep them in there. And then as far as that goes, so I'll show you the inside of the bag. I've got some change in here. Let's see how much. 88 cents. Lovely. Oh, now I'm 25 cents less. So I'll show you the inside of this bag and how it's held up. You can see there's a few little like stains in the bottom, but I've had this purse forever, and I definitely did not baby it. This thing has been everywhere, all over the world. So this is the inside. There's this little clasp to keep it shut if you want. And then there's this little pouch, which I don't really ever keep anything in because it weighs down. You can see in the back. This is the one thing I don't like. It weighs down the back. So there's this little crease. You can see that where it's like held this part down. So I think in the new bag, especially if you get the Haley that I'm going to link below, they don't have a pouch like this. It's not as big. And I think it's stitched on the inside as opposed to being stitched at the top, which would really help it. But it's just a cute little pocket. The zip is really industrial, which is great. And you can fit a lot in there if you want to. I just don't like to have to get in and out of it. So that was my what's in your bag, or what's in my bag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be posting a lot more soon. Thanks.